Eastern. Right now, Colin tells you why Kevin Durant needs to appreciate the Warriors' run. The Herd starts now.
Undisputed.
Here we go. On a Thursday, this is The Herd, wherever you may be and however you may be listening. We're on iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio. We're on FS1 in beautiful Los Angeles, where Tom Brady was working out yesterday, about 5 minutes from here. Joy Taylor is joining me. Would have died to see Tom Brady yesterday. That would have been my favorite day of all time. You notice that picture, how big he is? How much bigger Tom Brady is. You forget
he
that.
He said he's bulking up this year, right?
Yeah, he looks younger and bigger than he's ever looked. It's great to have you in today. You have a very spring look today.
Yeah, I'm trying to, bring the sunshine.
You really are.
I'm over this cold.
You're our little Miss
It's not really
Sunshine.
cold, but sunshine.
It's good to have you in. What's the old Maya Angelou said, when people talk, they tell you what they're thinking, listen to them. I think it was her. Somebody said that before. Listen to people, they'll tell you what they're thinking. So I don't want Kevin Durant to leave the Warriors. I think it's a classic mistake. I think if he wants to be the GOAT, I don't think he ever will be, but I think he can get close, and I think the gateway to that is San Francisco and Oakland. I do not think leaving smart by him. If you want to win 4 for 4, that's you're not going to do that in New York. But I listen to people when they talk. And Kevin Durant likes to talk, and he's got a lot to say. He's very present. He said this quote yesterday. He goes, man, this is where this blank is fun. I mean, this is when it's serious, and I'm just embracing it. I'm having so much fun right now. This time of the year is what I'm geared for. You go through such a long season to get to this point, and now it's time to have fun. Oh, you mean the regular season is a grind and a long season? Interesting. Just remember those words. I want to take you back a couple of years when Kevin Durant wasn't having as much fun. It was called Oklahoma City. Do you remember his stats there when he wasn't having as much fun? In Oklahoma City, it should be noted, these stats are playoff numbers. Harden was there for some of it. Westbrook was there for some of it. He shot 45% from the floor, 33% on threes. He now shoots almost 52% from the floor and 39% on threes. And they're in the playoffs, where he just told me that's where it's fun. I'm having so much fun. Long regular seasons. Does everybody get if he goes back to New York, even with Kyrie, because those playoff numbers I gave you in OKC, that included Westbrook and Harden. They had good players. They had a coach that won Coach of the Year. He wasn't the same player. He was great. He wasn't having this much fun. I just want to remind you, I'm watching the Blazers in Denver last night. How much talent there is in the NBA. This idea that he's going to go to New York with a lottery pick and Kyrie Irving, and it's just going to be fun. Portland, I don't consider to be a championship team. They have 6 dudes who scored in double figures last night. C.J. McCullough, Enes Kanter, Damian Lillard, Rodney Hood. They got Zach Collins. They have 6 NBA dudes, double figures. The Philadelphia 76ers, I do not believe, are a championship team. They have 5 guys who are legit NBA players. Embiid, Simmons, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, J.J. Redick. I don't think Milwaukee is a championship team. I think they're very good. They've got Giannis and Chris Middleton and Eric Bledsoe. And they're getting Malcolm Brogdon back. And they got Brook Lopez and Mirotic. Okay, now let's get to the championship teams. I believe Houston is a championship-level team. Harden, Chris Paul, Clint Capella, P.J. Tucker, Fareed, Gerald Green, Eric Gordon. That's 7 dudes and a great coach. Let's go to Boston. Great coach. Tatum, Horford, Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown, Rozier, Marcus Morris. That's 7 guys. So you think a lottery pick, you and Kyrie are going to go to New York and change the world? Oh, that's adorable. Where are your other 4 guys? Where are your other 4 double-digit scorers? Because I got your numbers when you played with Harden and Westbrook, and that wore you out. Now you're at Golden State, and your quote is, I'm having so much fun. It's not like the long regular season. You think a lottery pick, I don't care if it's Zion, John Morant, you think a lottery pick and Kyrie, who, by the way, injury-prone and sort of himself tired of the regular season, that's a game changer. I believe people when they talk. Ask LeBron James. with 4 talented young guys and people we'd seen in the playoffs, Rondo, Lance, Michael Beasley, JaVale McGee. They lost to teams that were tanking. This idea, does everybody understand, does Kevin Durant understand how much talent there is in the NBA? Let me remind you that Utah, with a great coach, and Rudy Gobert All-Star, and Donovan Mitchell, and Joe Ingles, and Ricky Rubio, won a game in the playoffs. Oklahoma City, with a veteran head coach, and Paul George, who was an early MVP, and Westbrook, and Steven Adams, won a game in the playoffs. You talk, I listen. You only have to go back a couple of years with Kevin Durant. He was playing with an all-star like Kyrie Irving would be in New York. He was miserable. His efficiency numbers weren't close to today. Yes, of course it's fun now because you win and you go to second round and your playoff stretch is longer and you don't go home and get criticized. Life's fun when you work with smarter people and better people. And when I go to work now, I got a much bigger staff than I had at the other place. Now I work with joy. It's a lot more fun doing my show today than it was 8 years ago. My staff's smarter. My staff's better. My teammates are better. It's a lot of fun. I just don't think Kevin Durant, look around the league. Portland had 6 guys last night in double figures. Do you know who the leading scorer right now in the New York Knicks is? No, I'm not joking. Emmanuel Mudiay. Okie dokie. Kyrie Irving, a 19-year-old, Kevin Durant, and Emmanuel Mudiay. Brah. That's not winning a second playoff series in the East. And I'm not sure it's winning a playoff series in the West. Listen to your own words. There's a reason you're so happy now. It's the dudes around you. Okay, big game tonight. A series that I'm into. Philadelphia, Toronto tied at 1.